I'm going to go with the wood, so it's already dark. I can start with the white color and separate the sky color from the sea. But if you work with the white canvas, just add the blue color to separate the sea, the horizontal line, sea and the sky. So I go with the white because it's visible for you now. And already it's look like half a sky, half sea we have. But I prefer sometimes add a little bit more space for the sky. With the tip of flat brush, you can draw the line easily. Like that. And then with hold the hair of brush, when you lay down on a surface, you can try to cover the surface with the pigment, with the white pigment, like that. But with the tip, which is this part, easily you can draw the line. I try to have a straight line. It's a little bit lighter yellow here. Shouldn't be completely white. I just go with the white and then mix a little bit yellow into that. Just for the information, if you work with different surface than canvas, you need to know wood or wood panel or even the paper absorb lots of paint. So you need to apply with more pigment. It's not happen like this with the canvas. So I would like to make a little lighter yellow. I take white. I take a tiny bit yellow, mix with my white to see like a lemon yellow. Tiny bit more. That's light yellow color. When I'm close to the sun, I try to add this yellow into my white and let it blend very well together. And I try to use brush stroke, move from left to the right. And on center, I can back to the pure white color here to show this is the sun, which is start for sunset or sunrise. I just adding the pure white color here. Then back to the yellowy tone. I'm not focused on the cloud now, just the sky. And then move with the cloud on top. Heavy paint, I mean like that. You see how much paint I take with my brush? It's a heavy paint. So even you can take a heavy paint and very gently touch the surface without any pressure, very less pressure in your hand, and let it your paint sit on top. Or this is one technique, so you can make a texture on top. Or you can make some flat surface. For this part, we make the flat surface. For cloud, I will let you know how you can make a little bit texture. So I just cover here half of my sky with the mixture of yellow and white. And then clean my brush with the water and then dry it by napkin completely. You know that two primary color that we have is yellow and blue. And when you mix yellow with blue, you can make the green color. So how we can make it on a sky not to reach the greeny color? That's one thing. So I can go with the white close to the edge of yellow. I know this part should be in blue, but I don't want to reach the green color. Because of that, I'm going to add white on top, move on with the pure white color, Try to disappear the edges between the white and yellow. Very gently touch the surface to get rid of this edge. We don't need to have a sky with the line, separation line. Need to see this transition from white to the yellow very gently and light. And then even move here. More heavy white color, please take, because heavy paint not dry so fast. And when you add the white color on top, then move on with the blue on top again. So blue can mix with the white color, reach the lighter tone, and already not mix with the yellow and reach the green color. So we can have light blue color now. So they start with the darker blue, cobalt blue that you have, or even any dark blue you have. Try to use tip of the brush to clean the line, clean the edge, clean the line here. And we need a little darker tone in horizon. So because we are not able to use a ruler, because of that, we need to do it a little bit slow. And even with the tip of brush, it's so helpful to draw the straight line. And then bring a little bit paint of dark blue down. Then we will mix it with the lighter tone. So don't worry if it's really dark, that's okay. Then add a little bit white in between. So we can mix our paint here on a palette, or we can mix directly on a canvas. So if the surface is wet with one color, like a blue color that we have already, and when you bring the white color, they can mix together very nice and gently. You see that it's nice and gently they mix together. Both surface should be wet. When it's wet, you can do everything. That's so easy to handle it. But when it gets dry, not much easy to let it blend together. Go one back and try to help reach the light and nice blue color. by this repetition. And at the same time, we don't need to wait everything get dry. We can focus on white color because on the stance here is exactly under the sky. So the sun should be here. With the tip of another flat brush, we can make some light here. Tiny bit on the stance, and then when we move forward, a little bit bigger. You can do it now, but you know it's wet, they can blend together. So just I place it here, and then I prefer to do it later, help it get dry, and then add on top. So continue with the blue and white color now. To finish this part, and then add the rest of the wave. I'm going to add the blue first, not let it dry, bring the white on top. At the same time, they mix together. Heavy paint. Let both color be wet a little longer and blend together. You can repeat this back and forth until you feel happy with the color and the texture that you make for your sea. So I'm happy with it. I leave it like that. And let it dry for next layer. I give you time to finish this part and then move on together. Heavy paint. And start to choose one side. I'm going to start with the top of the sky, the cloud which is on top. It's a little bit liney here, so add line here, tiny brush stroke. And then when I come here to make it a little bigger, you can lay down your brush, hold on it like that, and make like a tiny curve on top. Design and shape your cloud like this. And even again back and make it liney when you are close to the sun, like that. And the bottom of cloud is a little dark. So take a darker blue, add some shadowy parts, some darkness under the cloud. But I don't like to have the edge in between. I'm not happy with the separation line between the light and dark blue. So again, back to the light blue. Try to mix these two dark and light together. Doesn't need to be flat because it's on top. It can be heavy with some texture. And after it gets dry, if you touch and feel it, it's so lovely. And for the first, I'm going to go with back and forth and flat brush stroke. But for this one, try to move it like that, curvy shape. Like this. I see a tiny bit line on top as well, like this line. Focus on the blue, and then I will add another color later. With the tip, you can play with your brush stroke, make it thicker or liney. Like this. And then a little bit more I would like to bring here. Clean the brush with napkin, not with the water, just napkin, please. Take pure white color I would like to bring close to this part. Sometimes it helps the blue disappear. So again, clean it by napkin, back to the blue. That's helpful to have lighter tone. So I'm happy with this. Another one is under it. So again, on this part, lining, more heavy. It has two separate lines when it's close to the sun. One here, another is shorter is there. But they should be a little white, so lighter. I mix with the white color. And then bring this mixture here. Yeah, that's better. One of them is a little longer, so I continue more like that. And I see some lighter stroke on top of the cloud as well. Try to add those. Clean by napkin. Some touch of darker blue under the cloud. It's nice to see. Clean by napkin again. A little bit red, it's okay to add on the bottom part. And you know that these are primary color as well. Red with blue, if you mix them together, you can reach purple already. I can mix that too to show you. This is the light blue. This is the red. If we mix them together, give us a nice purple, which is dark. So we can mix a little bit white with that to reach lighter tone. And it depends how much blue and how much red you add on your mixture. It can be more reddish or bluey, or sometimes it depends on the red and blue that you mix. Sometimes it's nice purple, sometimes it's more toward burgundy color. It depends which blue you use, because when you use this blue with red or this blue with red or different red, the color that you can reach is different value, different tone. And this is a purple, but it's a little grayish purple, I feel. So take some of that, or even this one is more nice, I think. We add under the cloud. Not everywhere, just some touch would be fine. And then even move on with the lighter tone with the tip of brush, because some line it's more easy to go with the tip of brush and make it gently and slowly add this dark color. Even bring it down a little in between of there. On top, you can add two. Center of the cloud. Clean it by napkin. So I started with the stance. I just mentioned about the here that the place of sun exactly under it. I add some wave here as a tiny brush stroke. Try to be a little bit flat. Move on. It's dry, so easy to go and back. If you want to have narrow line, you need to take your hand like this, straight on your canvas. If you want to have a little bit thicker, you can lay down your hand like that. So I'm going to add one narrow line here. So take my hand like this to be more liney. Just with a pure white color now. And a little bit here. Even for distance, you can mix with tiny bit blue. White with the blue. So this is lighter tone. Not heavy paint, it's just a flat. And take your hand like that to draw the narrow line. For some part, even we can do like that. Just a thick stroke and then move on really thick there. It's like a dry brush stroke. If I bring it close to camera, you can see it's dry, then move on. The reason that I said it's dry because this is not heavy line and cover all the blue. It's like a broken line. Here is the sapphire, here a little bit of sapphire. Like that. Easily back and forth, bring this dry brush stroke there. Please leave some bluey color in between as well. Sometimes when we focus on one part, we forgot to keep the blue color. And then bring with the pure white on top. It shouldn't be just a yellow. I'm going to add white color a little bit thicker. So as I mentioned, when we move forward, it's okay, your line get thicker and longer.